Hi everyone, it's Julie from That's So Jewels. Thanks for joining me today. Today we have a brand new Oro Rosa pattern. This gorgeous, gorgeous bag is the Traudy, and it is so fun and unique and stylish. It features the beautiful triangular shapes on both sides. It's got a front slip pocket, which is super roomy. It goes all the way through, as well as the main compartment, which opens like so. And you've got a zipper pocket in there, as well as a slip pocket on the other side. This strap is so unique. It's created using 2 half-inch straps that we make, and we put together with our strap ends and our rivets. I love that, so pretty. I used Mora faux leather from Emmeline Bags. My hardware I got from Weft and Wart Co. My lining fabric I picked up at a local quilt shop in town. This is what it looks like on. So if you want to learn some new techniques and see how this Traudy handbag is put together, be sure to stay tuned.
I'd like to share that vintage stream.
For hardware, you need a 6.5-inch zipper, 2 15-inch zippers, 3 zipper pulls. A tag is optional, 2 half-inch D-rings, 2 1-inch strap ends, 2 swivel hooks, and some rivets. For lining pieces, you'll have 4 main panel linings cut. 1 will be orientated as the pattern piece suggests, and the other 3 will be mirrored. All of these pieces should be interfaced. You'll also have 2 interfaced zipper panel linings that are cut mirrored, and your main panel exteriors, which are cut the other direction. These are not interfaced. You'll also have 2 main panel exteriors. Be sure to pay attention to which one you want to put your stabilizer on. I used Decaville Light on mine, but the pattern does suggest fusible fleece. You'll have your 2 zipper pockets. One will be longer than the other. You'll have your slip pocket lining. Those 3 pieces are all interfaced. And you'll have a main panel facing and a zipper pocket facing, and these are both not interfaced. Then your 2 handles, which are not interfaced. Your zipper tabs, which are also not interfaced. And your 2 connectors, and these will have a small piece of Decaville Light fused and centered to the back. Now let's begin with labeling and prepping our pieces. Gather your main panel front exterior, your main panel facing, one of your 15-inch zippers, and a mirrored set of your main panel linings, and lay them out like so. You're going to need a writing utensil of some sort. Be sure it is not a removable one. We're going to start by labeling this exterior piece as piece 1. The lining piece to the right here will be piece 2. And this lining piece to the left will be our piece 3. Now we're going to be adding some labels to help us with our bag later on. We're going to be adding a diamond and a heart and a triangle. Be sure to follow closely in the pattern on how your piece is laid out and exactly which edge is which shape. Now grab your piece 2 and lay it as the pattern says, and we're going to be marking another diamond, heart, and triangle on the bottom. And do the same thing on piece 3. It should be a mirror image of piece 2. Now we can bundle the main panel and the main panel facing, the zipper, and our linings and clip those together. This will be pack 1. Gather your zipper panel exterior and lining pieces and lay them out like so. Also grab your strap connectors and zipper ends and another 15-inch zipper. Start by flipping the top left piece over, label that as piece number 4. Your other exterior piece will be piece number 5. The top right lining piece will be piece 6. And the bottom right lining piece will be piece number 7. We'll start by labeling our exterior pieces. So the curve side should be facing upward. We're going to be drawing a pound or hashtag symbol on that curve edge. And to the right will be a heart symbol, and to the left will be a diamond. Flip your lining pieces over, again with the curved side facing up, and that will be labeled as the pound or hashtag symbol again, diamond to the right, and the left edge, it will be a heart. Now we can stack all of these pieces, the zipper and the connectors, and clip those together, and this will be your pack number 2. Grab all the rest of your lining pieces. You should have your zipper pockets, your slip pocket, zipper facing, 6.5-inch zipper, and your 2 remaining lining pieces. And you'll want to label one as piece number 8 and one as piece 9. Flip those over as the pattern shows and label with a heart, diamond, and a triangle on the bottom. Do the same thing with your other lining piece. Grab piece number 8 as well as your slip pocket. Clip those 2 together, and this will be your pack number 3. And with your other lining piece, you'll want to clip your 2 zipper pockets, your zipper facing, and your 6.5-inch zipper, and this will be your pack number 4. You should have your main panel back piece, which is the one that has the stabilizer on the back. You're going to mark that as piece 10, and you should have your 2 handle pieces. Draw your triangle, heart, and diamond as the pattern shows, and clip your 2 handle pieces in place, and this will be your pack number 5. We're going to take our connectors and our straps out of our packs very quickly and get them prepped. So draw a center line down your handles as well as your strap connectors. And apply some double-sided sticky tape to that center line. We will start with these connectors by removing the tape, and we will fold each long raw edge towards that center line and stick it down. Going to top stitch each long edge at 1/8 inch. Now we can slide our D-rings onto those connectors, fold them in half, and clip in place. And when these are clipped, we're going to put these back into our pack number 2. For our handle straps, we will remove the tape backing, and just like before, we're going to fold the long raw edges towards that center line and stick them down. And once that's done, both raw edges should be in the center. Just fold that in half and clip your strap down all the way the length of the strap. Repeat this process on your other strap. Notice one edge is kind of an open edge with the folds in. That is the side we want to top stitch. So we will top stitch that folded edge at 1/8 inch on both straps. Now that those are sewn, we can attach our swivel hooks and our strap ends and our rivets and create our strap. We want the edge that is sewn to be facing towards the center. And then we will grab our swivel hook and slide that on. We want to fold our strap over 1.5 inches. I'm going to temporarily clip this so I can mark my rivet placement. We're going to measure 5/8 down from the fold, and this will be where we want to install each rivet. You will do one on each of the 1/2 inch straps. And this is what it should look like. Now we're ready to install our strap ends. Do so as the manufacturer directions suggest. Now our handle is complete and we can clip this back in with our pack number 5. And now we are ready to start sewing our bag. So start by grabbing your pack number 1. We're going to first get our main panel facing prepped and be working with our piece number 1. Start by adding a 13-inch strip of double-sided tape and center that on the right side and top edge of your main panel facing. Now grab your piece number 1, which will be your exterior piece. Find your centers on your facing as well as your piece number 1 heart edge. Next, we're going to peel off our tape and we will stick this right sides together so it'll be facing down and centered along that heart edge. Double check you stuck that down correctly. It should be on the heart side and the tape should be on the raw edge. We're now going to draw a line 7/8 from the edge and make that line 14 inches long and draw 2 perpendicular lines on the edge to create a rectangle shape. Now we're going to sew the line that we just created. We want to trim this down to 1/8 inch. And also make tiny little snips on both of the corners, being sure not to cut your thread. Now we'll place some double-sided tape about a 1/2 inch away from the stitching we just created. Do that on the long edge as well as the 2 short ones. And peel that off, and we're going to pull our facing out and to the wrong side and stick that down. We want to make sure our folded edge is nice and even, so check that as you go. And once done, your back should look like this and the front like this. Now we're going to grab pattern piece 2 and we're going to trim 5/8 inch off of the heart edge. Now flip piece 2 over and we're going to place the 15-inch zipper right side up with the zipper pull closing upward. You want to measure 3/8 down from this top edge. I did not do that, so be sure to measure 3/8 inch down and then clip that down your heart edge of your panel. Going to baste that zipper at 1/4 inch. I used a zipper foot for this just because I was getting closer to the teeth. Be sure to do 1/4 inch and not 1/8. Now we're going to flip the zipper up and out away from the lining and press that and apply some double-sided tape down the length of the zipper. Now we can peel that off and we're going to position piece 2 underneath our piece 1. We're just going to center it and everything should kind of line up nicely for you, and then use that tape on the zipper we just placed to stick that in place. And now we can top stitch around this at 1/8 inch. And this is what we should be left with. Be sure to check that both ends of your zipper tape were caught as you stitched around. And now we can place our piece 3 lining piece underneath our piece 1 and 2. We're going to align the edges and make sure both linings are right sides together and clip along that top zipper edge. We're going to baste along the zipper at 1/8 inch. All 3 of these pieces should still be separate. We're going to move the exterior out of the way and clip the 2 lining pieces together along the triangle and the diamond edge. And sew this at 5/8 inch. trim your seam allowance down to 1/8. You have now completed pack number 1, and this is what it should look like. Go ahead and set that to the side for now and grab pack number 2. We're going to start by clipping our zipper tabs right sides together with each end of the zipper. Make sure your zipper pull is on your zipper tape before doing so. And we're going to sew that at 3/8 inch. And once that's done, you can fold these up and top stitch at 1/8 inch. We're going to grab piece number 6 and find that hashtag or pound sign curved edge. Find the center of that edge as well as the center of your zipper, and you're going to clip the zipper along that edge with the pull closing to the right. We will baste this at 1/8 inch. Grab your piece number 4 and fold the pound edge in half to find your center. Find your center on your piece number 6 as well. Now we're going to clip piece number 4 and piece number 6 along the pound sign edge, right sides together. Using your zipper foot, you will want to sew these at 3/8 inch. Trim the ends where the zipper tabs are to 1/8 inch. Be sure not to trim the zipper tape. Now we're going to fold both the exterior and the lining back, and we're going to top stitch the full length of the zipper, including the zipper tabs, at 1/8 inch. When you come up to your zipper pull, be sure to put your needle down, lift your presser foot up, and pull that zipper pull behind and out of the way, and then continue sewing. Next, we're going to grab our piece number 7. We're going to find the center again on that pound edge. So just fold it in half and either clip or mark that center. And after finding the center on that zipper, we're going to lay these together. We're going to have our lining facing up and our exterior facing up as well, and just clip along that zipper edge. We will be basting this at 1/8 inch. Grab piece number 5 and mark the center on that pound edge. We're going to align the center marks with the top of that zipper and clip this right sides together. Again, using your zipper foot, we will sew this at 3/8 inch. Trim the ends where the zipper tabs are to 1/8 inch and be sure again to not trim your zipper tape. And now we're going to fold back the exterior and lining again, and we will top stitch this at 1/8 inch. Now that we've got our cute little skate fish piece all assembled, we're going to add our connectors and nest them between each end, laying them on top of each zipper tab. Be sure to leave about 3/4 inch of overhang. Clip that in place and do the same thing to the other side. And go ahead and baste these on. Once they're basted, they should look like this, and we are now finished with our pack number 2. You can set this aside for now. Next, grab your pack number 3. It should have piece number 8, as well as your slip pocket piece. Fold your slip pocket, hamburger style, in half. Press that down. We're going to sew at 3/8 inch, but we want to make sure to leave a good 2 to 3 inch gap along the bottom. It should look like this once sewn. Now we can trim those edges. Be sure to not trim the area that we will be turning. Okay, now we can turn this right side out. Just push everything through that little gap that you left open. Be sure to push out each corner as best as you can. Fold in the raw edges of that gap that we left, and just go take this over to your iron and give it a good press. Should look like this afterwards. The part with the hole will be the bottom of your pocket, so we're going to top stitch the other side at 1/8 inch. Now along the triangle edge, which is the bottom, we will put our grid ruler 2 inches from the bottom edge. And with the top stitch edge facing up, we're going to place the pocket on the ruler, making sure it is centered and equal distance from either edge. We're going to sew down one edge across the bottom and up the other side at 1/8 inch. This will close up that turning hole that we had open. I'm going to place some double-sided tape just along this top edge temporarily, just to hold it in place. should now have a finished slip pocket, and we have completed pack number 3. Now retrieve pack number 4 and let's make our zipper pocket. Grab piece number 9 and lay that with the triangle side on the bottom. Measure 6 inches up and place your zipper facing face down, right sides together. Add some tape to hold in place, and we're going to measure a 5.5 inch line 1 inch up from the edge. Draw another 5.5 inch line 1/2 inch above that, and a centered 4.5 inch line. Then connect the two 5.5 inch lines by drawing 2 little triangles facing inward. We're going to sew the top line and the bottom line, being sure to backstitch at the beginning and end. And then we're going to cut the 4.5 inch line as well as the 2 triangles facing inward, and it should leave us with this. Now we can push this zipper facing through to the wrong side of the panel and press all of that outward. I'm going to take mine over to my iron and give it a good press. And this is what you should be left with. Now let's grab our 6.5 inch zipper, and we're going to just sew over each little edge, just like so that the pull won't come off. Grab your 2 zipper pockets, paying attention that one is taller than the other. Grab that taller one, and we're going to attach our zipper facing left and right side up on top of the right side of that taller pocket. We're going to base stitch this at 1/8 inch. Be sure to move that zipper pull out of the way when you come up to it, just to make sure you have a straight zipper. Grab your shorter zipper piece, and we're going to attach that again to the other raw end of the zipper tape, being sure that the zipper is facing up. We're going to base that as well at 1/8 inch. Now if you pull your bottom edges, they should align nicely and the zipper will lay flat for you. We're going to apply some double-sided sticky tape on the top and the bottom of the zipper tape. And start first by peeling just the top piece of tape. And we're going to lay our panel right over that zipper as centered as we can, pressing down the top portion. Once that is aligned nicely, peel that bottom piece off and then press that down as well. Now we're going to start by just stitching a line right above the zipper at 1/8 inch. Now pull your pocket pieces upward and out of the way. This is very important or you will sew your pocket shut. And we're going to sew a line on the bottom of the zipper, again at 1/8 inch. Okay, now we've got that complete. We're going to sew the pocket closed. You'll notice the little triangles that we cut earlier. You want to be sure to stitch over those and then go down the side of your pocket and sew that closed. We are going to leave the bottom of the pocket open, so just backstitch at the beginning and end of each side, being sure to stitch over those little triangles on both sides. Now lay your finished zipper panel and your main panel linings as seen here. Your piece 6 should be towards the right. We're going to match the diamond edges of piece 6 and attach it with the diamond edge of piece 8. These will be put right sides together and clipped in place as seen here, and we are going to sew this at 5/8 inch. Trim that down to 1/4 inch. Being sure the seam allowance is being pushed towards the main panel lining, we're going to top stitch this at 1/8 inch. Now we're going to grab piece 7. We're going to be connecting the diamond side of piece 7 to the diamond side of piece 9, which is your zipper pocket. So again, we're going to be matching diamond to diamond, clipping them right sides together, and we will be sewing this at 5/8 inch as well. Trim down to 1/4 inch. Top stitch at 1/8 inch, again making sure the seam is facing towards the main panel. Now we should have piece 8, piece 6, piece 4, piece 5, piece 7, and piece 9, all respectively. If you want to add a label, now is a good time to do so. You want to add that to piece 1, which will be your front panel. Grab your 2 exterior pieces and flip all those lining pieces out of the way for now. We're now going to be attaching some heart edges. So on piece 4, find your heart edge, as well as your piece 1, and we will be clipping these right sides together. We're going to be sewing this edge, but we will be doing it a little bit different than before. We're going to sew the majority of it at 3/8 inch, and when we get to that zipper end area, we're going to grade up to 5/8 inch. Starting at the connector end and ending at the non-connector end. So this is what it should look like. It should be 3/8 and then veer off at the end there. We're going to trim those edges down, being sure not to cut your zipper tape. And just trim it down to about 1/8 of an inch. Let's connect some more hearts. So grab your piece 10, grab your piece 5, and we will be aligning the hearts. Right side together again and clipping in place. And just like last time, we're going to start at the connector end and sew at 3/8 inch and then grade down to 5/8 towards the end. Trim down to 1/4 inch. Now we should have piece 1 on the left, then piece 4, piece 5 above that, and piece 10. We're going to grab our piece 1 and find the diamond edge. And we're going to find piece 5, which is this one here. Find the diamond edge on that, and we will be clipping those two together, right sides together. Sew this at 3/8 inch. And then trim down to 1/8 inch. Now let's put some diamonds together. Find your piece 10 diamond edge and your piece 4. And we're going to match both diamond edges together, clip in place, and sew this at 3/8 inch. Trim down to 1/8 inch. For the bottom of the bag, we're going to find the triangle edge on piece 10 and the triangle edge on piece 1. We're going to be clipping this in place, right sides together, and sew this at 3/8 inch, being sure to keep that zipper pocket out of the way as you sew. Trim down to 1/8 inch. Now we can close our lining. We're going to find our piece 7 with the heart edge, as well as the heart edge on piece 3, and clip this right sides together. we're going to sew this at 5/8 inch. And trim that down to 1/8 inch. Next, find the heart edge on piece 6 and the heart edge on piece 9, and we are going to sew these together, clip in place, and sew at 5/8 inch. Trim that down to 1/8 inch. And then grab your piece 9 and piece 8, and we will be matching the triangle edges together. Now this is the bottom of the interior, so we will only be sewing the edge a couple inches on either side, back stitching well at the beginning and end. Now for both of these strap connector ends, we're going to sew those closed at 3/8 inch. Now we are ready to turn our bag right side out. So just reach in through the opening on your interior bottom and turn everything through that right side out. Just kind of push everything and take your time, being sure to push the corners out and pulling out the connectors gently. Once turned, we're going to reach in through our zipper pocket and we're going to grab that lining that we left open and pull that up through the zipper pocket. And just clip that opening closed. We're going to sew this at 5/8 inch and close off the lining. Be sure you trim it down to about 1/8 inch before putting that back into the bag. We're just going to push it back through that zipper pocket and it should fit nicely inside your bag. And lastly, we're just going to grab that zipper pocket and pull it up out of the zipper and close off that hole. So we're just going to grab either end and kind of push inward and clip in place, being sure the raw edges are all facing inside. And we're just going to top stitch this closed at 1/8 inch. Once that's done, go ahead and push that back into the zipper. Lastly, we just want to add a rivet to both of our strap connectors right here. It'll help reinforce it, and they're also beautiful. Zip your bag closed, attach your handle, and lay your bag down nicely, and you have just finished your Traudy handbag. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed this sew, and I will see you next time.